Magazine news and gossip exclusive. Demet Özdemir's heartfelt letter. What happens when a heart lays itself bare? When words, once locked away in the quiet corners of a soul, are set free to echo across the world. Have you ever written a letter you never sent, poured your rawest emotions onto paper, only to hide it away, afraid of its power? Tonight, magazine news and gossip brings you an electrifying revelation that set the internet ablaze. Demet Özdemir, the beloved actress, has shared a deeply personal letter she wrote to Yaman, a letter so raw, so real, it's left fans speechless. Buckle up, because this story is a roller coaster of emotions you won't want to miss. Welcome, fabulous viewers, to Magazine News and Gossip, your go-to source for the juiciest, most heart-pounding updates on your favorite celebrities. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay in the loop with our sizzling content. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into a story that's equal parts heartbreaking and healing, a tale of love, loss, and the courage to let go. Demet Özdemir's decision to share this letter isn't just news, it's a seismic moment in celebrity culture. Ready to feel every word? Let's jump in. A letter born from the heart. Imagine this. A quiet night, a pen in hand, and a heart spilling over with memories too heavy to carry alone. That's where Demet Özdemir found herself when she wrote a letter never meant for the public eye. Addressed to Yaman, her former co-star and the man who once held her heart, this letter wasn't crafted for headlines or Instagram likes. It was, in her own words, not for you, but for me, to understand myself, to forgive myself. Can you feel the weight of that? A woman bearing her soul, not for applause, but for closure. Demet's letter is no polished script. It's not a poet's masterpiece or a rehearsed speech. It's real, messy, raw, and drenched in the kind of honesty that makes your chest ache. From the very first line, you can sense the tears that stained the page, the love that lingered, and the growth that followed. I fell for you in silence before I even realized it, she wrote. And when I finally understood, you were already woven into my routines, my gestures, my thoughts. Those words hit like a lightning bolt, don't they? They paint a vivid picture of a love that blossomed under the spotlight, but thrived in the shadows, away from the cameras. A love that was, and wasn't. Demet and Can's chemistry on screen was undeniable, but this letter reveals what happened off screen, a connection so intense it shaped an era of her life. She doesn't hold back, sharing her fears, her doubts, and the admiration she felt for him. Watching you sleep, I wondered if you ever dreamed of me. She confessed in a line so tender it's impossible not to feel it. Can you imagine the vulnerability it takes to admit that? To love someone so deeply you question your place in their dreams? But it wasn't all starry-eyed romance. Demet's letter is a tapestry of contradictions, moments of pure joy tangled with threads of insecurity. Some days, your smile felt like home, she wrote. Others, I felt like a stranger by your side. That push and pull, that dance between comfort and chaos, is what makes her words so relatable. Who hasn't felt the sting of loving someone who feels both like a safe haven and a storm? Her honesty cuts deep, revealing a woman who is head over heels, but also wrestling with losing herself in the process. The fear of being seen. Here's where it gets even more gripping. Demet never gave Can this letter. For weeks, it lived in her bag, then in a drawer, then in the recesses of her mind.
Why?
I was afraid, she admitted. Afraid that if you read it, you wouldn't feel the same. Afraid of being too honest. Isn't that the universal fear of love? To show your whole self, flaws, hopes, and all, and risk it not being enough? Demet's confession is a mirror for anyone who's ever held back their truth, terrified of what it might cost. In one of the letter's most poignant moments, she wrote, "You were my shelter and my storm. You made me laugh like no one else, but also cry like never before." That duality is the heartbeat of her story, a love that lifted her to the highest highs and dropped her to the deepest lows. Maybe you never noticed, but every time you pulled away, my heart took a step back too, she added. It's a gut punch, a reminder that even the strongest loves can feel fragile when distance creeps in. Gratitude amid the pain. But this isn't just a tale of heartbreak. Demets Letter is also a love letter to growth, to lessons learned, and to gratitude. Thank you for teaching me what it means to love without limits, she wrote. For being part of my most beautiful days. For believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. These words shimmer with sincerity, showing that even when love doesn't last, its impact does. I don't blame you for anything, she continued. I only blame myself for not having the courage to give you this letter when we could still talk without resentment. Can you feel the bittersweet beauty in that? It's not about pointing fingers or rewriting the past. It's about owning her part in the story and letting go of what could have been. In one of the most emotional passages, Demet revealed, "You left and I didn't know whether to stop you or open the door. So I stayed silent. That silence," she said, became the wedge that drove them apart. No screams, no complaints. Just distance, a distance that became permanent. Even now, that emptiness whispers to her in the quiet of the night, a reminder of what was lost, a step toward healing. So why share this letter now after all this time? Because Demet is ready to release the weight, to close the chapter, to move forward. Today, I read it without tears, and that tells me I've healed, she said. This isn't about reopening old wounds, it's about honoring them. Every word in that letter was lived, felt, and true. And by sharing it, Demet's not just telling her story, she's giving voice to anyone who's ever loved and lost. The letter's final lines are a masterclass in grace. I don't know if you still think of me, but if you do, I want you to know you're safely kept in my clearest memories. No bitterness, no blame, just a quiet acceptance of what was and what will never be again. Thank you for being part of my story, she concluded, sealing the letter with a sense of peace that's as inspiring as it is moving. A moment of reflection. When Demet finished reading, she paused, took a deep breath, and smiled. A smile that radiated calm, like someone who's made peace with their past. I can look forward now, she said, and in that moment, every listener felt it too. This wasn't about nostalgia or longing. It was about reconciliation, with herself, with the love that was, and with the future that awaits. The internet exploded with reactions. Fans flooded social media with messages of support, love, and empathy.
Why?
Because Demet's letter isn't just hers, it's ours. It's the letter we've all written in our heads, the one we never sent, the one that holds our deepest truths. Her courage to share it is a reminder that there's power in vulnerability, strength in speaking from the heart. I don't regret anything, she said. I just wish I'd spoken sooner. But even that regret has softened, because everything comes when we're ready to face it. Join the conversation. Wow, what a journey! Demet Özdemir's letter is more than a celebrity scoop. It's a testament to the human heart, to the beauty of loving fiercely and letting go gently. Here at Magazine News and Gossip, we're obsessed with stories that make you feel, think, and connect. What did you think of Demet's letter? Have you ever written a letter you never sent? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep this conversation going. Before you go, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to Magazine News and Gossip for more heart-stopping stories. Turn on notifications so you're the first to know when we drop new content. Stay fabulous, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.